And coming up next, Kaloyana Nalbantova of Bulgaria has it all to do against the 15th seed here, Sindhu of India, who has been there and done that at the World Championships. Looking at this part of the draw then, in the women's singles, the winner of this match goes through to the second round and awaits the winner of Meta versus Letshana, Hong Kong, China, or Malaysia. So a massive task at hand here for Kaloyana Nalbantova against Sindhu, who may not be at the top of her game at the moment. I suppose if there's any time you'd be fancying some kind of upset, it might be now here with Bobby Griffin. Would that be right, Bobby? I mean, it's never easy playing Sindhu, but she isn't at her best at the moment, is she?
No, she hasn't been, but she's shown improvements at times over the course of the year, Sindhu. New coach, I say new since January, Erwin Shire, who's Indonesia's former men's singles coach, used to sit behind the court of Ginting and Christie and those guys. And, you know, that will have some effect, some changes. Sindhu's shown some really good signs. We saw, I think you and I saw at the China Open and Indonesia, perhaps, where there were some good results. She's still got the fight. You know, she's, what is she, 30 now? And she still wants it, which is great. Speaking to her personally a couple of times in China, she's never satisfied. She always wants more, and it's great to see a superstar of India who's been, you know, given the sort of freedom of the country, so to speak. She's got all the riches, all the sponsorships, all the money, and she's still there fighting. So it is going to be tough for her, for Nalbantova today.
Nalbantova at 177, pretty tall. 69th in the world, not far away from her best ever ranking, just a short while ago of 61. European junior champion back in 2022 and last year. So there is something about her. She has won a few titles on the International Challenge Series level and making her debut here at the World Champs. Up against another tall player, a little bit taller than her, in fact, Sindhu, who is 30, as mentioned there by Bobby, from the south of India, Hyderabad. Currently 15th in the world. That's her lowest ranking in a bit, isn't it? But she was a former world #2, achieved in April of 2017. Mentioned she's been there, done that. A former world champion in 2019. She finished second in 2017 and 2018, third in 2013 and 14. An Olympic silver medalist in the Rio Games and a bronze in 2020 in Tokyo. Her best performance is a quarter-final in recent times, I should say. That was in 2021. Absolutely desperate, I suppose, to try and get back to that sort of form again. Paul Marco de Keper of the Netherlands is our umpire. Emmanuel Kabotsile of Botswana is our service judge.
You're ready to play?
On the HSBC BWF World Tour, where she hasn't been quite as successful as she has on these at these big tournaments. Sindhu has won just the 5 titles between 2018 and now. Last year, she got to decide Modi International. Has won a few in the Super Series as well. 3 titles there. As you say, Bobby, just some positive signs perhaps for Sindhu.
Yeah, there will be. I mean, it's going to be tough for her to get back to the kind of form she used to have. She had that sort of purple patch in between 2 Olympic Games, in between Rio and Tokyo, where throughout 2017, 18 and 19, she was a real sort of dominant player in the women's singles game, was in the top 5 in the world for a good period, won those key World Championship titles, you know, the 2019 gold in Basel. silver and a bronze at the Olympic Games.
Ladies and
in those
gentlemen,
2 games I mentioned.
On my right,
It's going to be hard for her to get back to that kind of form, and today she's up against one of Europe's new sort of young hopefuls in Nalbantova. Badminton Europe were awarding her and praising her at the European Congress back in March. She picked up an award. You mentioned she was junior champion in Europe last year. She actually won that title 2 years previously as well. So she was a couple of years, young. So, I mean, that's just showing how much quality she's had at junior level. Let's just see whether Nalbantova, and this is a great test, is really carrying that into senior badminton.
As we've seen, Bobby, throughout the last day and a half of action, shall we say, a number of these David and Goliath clashes, you've got absolutely nothing to lose.
2-love.
Go out there and do your thing. Pressure's not on you. The expectation is for Sindhu to win, and not just win, but wipe the floor. That would be the layman thinking on this, wouldn't it?
Well, I think for most average badminton fans around the world, they'll be thinking, yeah, we know Sindhu, yes, I wonder if she's still got it, you know, former world champion. And they might be thinking, who's this new Bulgarian? We're not really sure, and we're expecting a performance like we saw in the women's doubles moments ago, perhaps. I'm not, because I've seen Nalbantova.
Exactly.
I don't think Nalbantova herself has any designs on that kind of thing to happen. I think she'll go out there looking to actually win this match. I think that's Bulgaria's view on it.
Sure.
I think, and the early scores are showing she's doing well here, but she is going to be a decent European singles player at least, and I think she'll really want to go at Sindhu today.
We talked about the disappointment for Sindhu this year. The India Open has been her best performance, a quarter-final appearance, and she's had 9 early round exits, first and second rounds, all England, Japan Opens, Swiss Opens, Indonesia, Malaysia Masters. That was the opening round. 4 in the second round, China, Indonesian, Singapore Opens, as well as the Asia Championships.
2-5.
Yeah, I think it was Miyazaki at the China Open she beat in the first or second round. Miyazaki seeded, she's inside the top 10, and I wasn't sure whether Sindhu still had the stuff to beat that rising star in Miyazaki, and she owned her in the third. It was a great performance from the experienced Sindhu. So she is still capable. She still can challenge and still win. I mean, she's still and always will have certain attributes to a game that very few other of the top singles players have, and that is that sort of height advantage and the power she's got. There's a ferocity about her at times, isn't there?
Oh, well placed.
Service over.
Now we look at the season for Nalbantova. Her best performance, a quarter-final at the US Open. Also at the Denmark International. Otherwise, tournaments like the German Open, Canada Open, second round, Swiss Open,
7-3.
the first round.
Yeah, we expected her to do more in the European Championships, but she came up against Turkey's Neslihan Arin, who we saw here today doing brilliantly earlier on. I mean, she lost. She was on court 1 against Miyazaki, taking the opening game, losing out in 3 in the end. But again, a quality player. And
service over. 4-7.
Even that rally,
Sindhu,
Bobby, she was quite comfortable in that.
Sindhu, change the shuttle.
Well, she made that mistake. Very bright start here for Nalbantova.
5-7.
Couple of giveaways there.
Yeah, could have taken that shuttle a little bit earlier, a little bit higher. Almost tried to add a bit of deception, I think, to the shot. And made the mistake.
Serve is over.
Nice play.
8-5.
I think for me, the tactic today for if I was in, oh, there's Erwin Shire, that's Indonesia's former men's singles coach. We used to watch him sat behind Ginting and Christie, working with Sindhu now since the beginning of the year. If I was Nalbantova, I'd be looking to actually power Sindhu off the court. Use my own youthful speed, natural speed of youth, if you like, to get to the shuttle early and just relentlessly attack. I think that could do some serious damage. Well, she looked to slip there a little bit, Nalbantova.
Serve is over.
Yeah, she looks back at that spot.
6-9.
A little bit furrowed brow there from PV Sindhu. She's trailed so far in this match. The younger opponent is really taking it to her. Ooh. I think there's been at least, what, 4 unforced errors so far, 4 or 5 from Nalbantova. Handing some points to PV Sindhu.
Yeah, suggesting she's trying to dictate things out there and take those chances, those 50-50 attacking options.
Oh, what placement. Brilliant.
Serve is over. 10-7.
Playing very well at the moment, Nalbantova.
Yeah, she's found the line again, I think.
She probably doesn't want the interval to come right now. She's on a roll. 4-point lead here. Kaloyana Nalbantova doing extremely well against the former world champion. And PV Sindhu. 11-7 at the break.
Отдохни как нужно, тесни ногу.
Задържиш ръката и свърляш назад, задържиш ръката, играеш надолу към център. Но навътре. Не очакваш веднага плоски. Ако играеш леко, тя ще играем към мрежа. Ако играеш дълбоко, тя ти играе плоски.
Намали ще да не повтарям.
Да, не дей. Бутай назад.
Court 2, 20 seconds. Court 2, 20 seconds.
Играе долу навътре. Обратно да не сменят.
11-7. Play.
Biggest lead she's got. 5 points now, Nalbantova.
Brilliant from Sindhu. Good variation. Looks to me Nalbantova's just struggling with her feet at times. She's slipped a couple of times. Thought there was one here, but perhaps she was just rooted to the spot. Forced to watch and enjoy that shot from Sindhu.
Yeah, that was quality.
Nine, 12.
big is the difference in atmosphere from half an hour ago when Toma Junior Popov out there in a thrilling 3-gamer against Ginting.
What a way to finish at 25-23. To beat Ginting, to get this crowd roaring
10,
away.
12.
And, well, maybe PV Sindhu's beginning to roar as well. She's narrowed that lead to just 2 points. Now, Nalbantova will just maybe start to feel a little bit more of that pressure. Creeping up, it's only a point now. Well done there, PV Sindhu.
11, 12.
That interval has done her a world of good.
Yeah, Nalbantova looking like she's just stepped things down a little bit. Yeah, Sindhu has definitely taken up the mantle.
12,
5-1 since the break. That's what I was mentioning earlier. Nalbantova probably didn't want that to happen at the time. She was up by 4. And PV Sindhu's turned it around very nicely. Hence the laces perhaps needing a bit of time there, Bobby.
Yeah,
Smart play.
it is smart play, a little bit of sportsmanship, just slowing things down, trying to stop that momentum building. Good footwork in the rally from Sindhu.
13, 12.
It's not necessarily one of her sort of traits, one of her strengths. You look at players like An Se-young and Chen Yufei and Wang Zhiyi, they just look so fluid around the court. Everything's off 2 feet, moving at the same time. That's not necessarily Sindhu's greatest asset, but she gets it going. She puts it all together, she can be in a really good position, and that attack so big at times. Oh no.
Well, having taken the lead for the first time in this match, PV Sindhu now starts to build on it. So it's been a big, big swing here in her favor. 7-1 since the interval. And Nalbantova
Service over.
will be delighted.
13,
She's at least
14.
broken that 7-point run. Finally, can she now get it back to where it was prior to the interval?
Wonderful shot from PV Sindhu.
15, 13.
She's been lethal from that deep forehand corner at times. Going cross court is so unorthodox, but it seems to work against Nalbantova, being caught off guard.
Service over. 14, 15.
Bobby, you've seen a fair bit today and yesterday. Any sort of further thoughts on conditions, or was it pretty much the same as we had yesterday for you?
Yeah, reasonably. Even the sideways drift today seems minimised. Not very strong here today, so I think conditions are relatively good. I heard somebody, I think it was one of the coaches yesterday, saying that the smash keeps coming back, so it's pretty slow out there. And I'm sat here thinking, it doesn't look slow to me at all. It's fairly quick, the conditions out here, in my opinion. We are seeing a few, both sides go out the back, which suggests there isn't really, well, there's always going to be a slightly slower end than the other, but it's not that important out here on these courts. Good net play.
16-15. Service over.
Straight block was easier
16
and open.
all.
Nalbantova, I think, guilty just at times of a couple of odd choices.
Well, she's got that finish line almost in sight, and it's nerve-jangling time here.
This is where you'd think, given the quality, the heritage of Sindhu, that experience will shine through. Look how light on her feet Nalbantova is, though.
17.
The power in that, the
16.
determination from PV Sindhu.
Yeah, that was massive, wasn't it?
Yep, little towel down. Just take the pace off things, take away the momentum if you can. Oh,
Service over.
Great return.
17 all.
we are setting ourselves up for a grandstand finish perhaps to this first game.
It's okay. Play on.
Yeah, she's just looking down at that line. I think it was in.
So was that.
Oy, there's a, yeah, I
Pusarla
don't know.
v
This,
Sindhu challenges.
I think this is close. I think this
in.
might, the cork of the shuttle here might just have snuck past the line. This is tight.
Yeah, definitely worth a challenge. Agreed.
Yeah, I think Sindhu's definitely right to challenge this one, but it'll be close. This might be on the line.
Challenge unsuccessful. One challenge remaining.
Doesn't get a lot closer than that, does it?
18-17.
Half in and half out is in, of course, in badminton.
Just in front here.
Oy.
Nalbantova up by 2.
Talk about fine margins. There were, what, 5 millimeters of a shuttlecock on the line in that last rally, and this one teasing Sindhu by taking a look over the net and deciding to come back. Not sure she thought about leaving that, Nalbantova. Oh,
Service over. 18-19.
she looks pretty calm.
Not phased.
Yeah, Kaloyana. She's relaxed given the circumstances and who she's playing and the venue and the occasion. It's good to see. Nice backhand.
What a backhand, yeah.
Credit to
19
Sindhu there. That touch at the net was quality
It's a
and
first game.
brave as well. Just look at that. That could have easily just popped up another inch or two,
Yeah.
in which case the Bulgarian would have been all over it.
Perfectly done by PV Sindhu. Now, next point, absolutely crucial to give one of them a game point.
I don't like that deception so often from the Bulgarian.
Shot. She leaves it. She sets up game point here,
Service
Nalbantova.
over. 20, game point 19.
Oh, the pressure is on here, PV Sindhu. They are feeling it.
I think if Sindhu takes the first, we're looking at a Sindhu win one way or another. I think any chance Nalbantova has, she's got to take this opening game from here. Lovely.
She can sense it.
Oh,
she doesn't take it.
20.
Into the net. Oh. Oh, Bobby. That one might just play on the mind a bit. Oh. Extra points now.
Yeah, a bit wild from Sindhu, I think. She was really stretched round the head corner. She was moving backwards. To go for that big cross smash was a risk. And in the end, I think that's what did the damage. That's what she paid the price for.
Kaloyana.
Well, this is a second game point for the Bulgarian.
Service over. 21.
Well, it didn't last long. Vicious from Sindhu. Wow.
That's another one.
22-21.
Another one Nalbantova might look back with regret.
Well, she did everything right until that final shot into the net. Smash off the body. Perhaps she hoped that would have actually got through, or not come back, rather. Great reaction from PV Sindhu.
Her first game point now.
Game.
And she takes it. Oh, well. PV Sindhu was under some tremendous pressure there. That 7-point run mid-game, just after the interval, has helped turn this around. She was under some real pressure and then batted away 2 game points as well to win it 23-21.
Initially it was slow, but then suddenly it became fast.
Yeah, it's okay. Important is not simple again, but move not in the middle when you attack. Remember, when you just little bit corner, it's difficult for her. But keep that speed. Speed have to be taken counter again. Yeah, if have chance, man. If not, just push them. But remember, when push back straight away, she just go boom hard. Only like that, and then when defense don't have to.
Yeah, she's driving back.
Yeah, just simple. Just try to move her a little bit, and then suddenly boom, cross. If you can cross, it's better cross. Yeah. If not, just simple. Okay. Yeah, not if already here, just play and then ready. She always like hard, that's all. Yeah. And then
Играй така на мрежата. Не ги сваля копчета. Ти играй с търпение. С търпение. Това е провокация.
Удар да го направиш.
Кой иска удар? Да играеш с търпение?
Късото изпи.
Проблема е, че правиш така. Отпусни я. Отиграй го с търпение. Просто те са спокойни. Твоя е. Нищо не може да направи. Твоя е. Разбираш? Почва да играе плоски, не като се увличаш. Сега плоските ще излизат.
Court 2, 20 seconds. Court 2, 20 seconds. Second game. Level. Play.
So that's got to be
1 love.
a little deflating for Nalbantova. She led about 85% of that first game. She had PV Sindhu, she was up by 5.
I feel disappointed for her. It was a I was disappointed with the finish, and that's probably a bit harsh because she's still a teenager.
Yeah.
Let's not forget. And we can see it in her play. She's trying to take opportunities that aren't really there. You'd have to have things come off, a timing, a technically excellent sort of result for it to come off, and you've probably got a 30% chance of it working, that kind of thing, like that. I mean, that is just, you're not going to get away with that. And some of the things she was hunting at the net, some of the shots she was trying, she missed the return of the serve. A simple net shot at least 3 times in the match. There were 2 or 3 at the beginning, there was 1 or 2 at the end, where she tried a little deception and then tried to play net. Just take it early, play a simple net. It's easier. You're taking it early as well. And I think that's where I said at one point, I don't like that deception, especially off return of serve. At this level, against PV Sindhu or against any of the world's top 20, top 30, it's coming back. So you're not going to gain that much advantage from taking a risk where you could make a mistake. So why do it, I think? You don't see Sindhu doing it. You don't see Chen Yufei or An Se-young doing it. Not much. Every now and again, very rarely, will they come out with something very ambitious and creative. Most of the time, it's just take it early, take it simple, play a good high-quality shot. Nalbantova's youth is...
I was about to say folly of youth.
Exactly, that's exactly what it is. But potentially she's got it all there. Wonderful from PV Sindhu.
It's such a paradigm shift, isn't it?
Service over.
Completely now moved to
5-1.
PV Sindhu, having taken that first game and having to work very, very hard for it. She's now aiming to grab this match by the scruff of its neck, which she wasn't able to do in the first game.
Yeah, I mean, in terms of potential, the match is still 50-50. If you forget the experience, you forget the history, you forget their ages, as potential badminton players, what they can do, there's not that much between them, and that's the amazing thing. And the thing that Nalbantova needs to realise is how good she actually is without snatching at things, without taking things on that aren't really there, without the deceptions that aren't needed. I liked the talk in the mid-game interval with Erwin Shire and Sindhu. I think that's in. That's it, the line.
Over. 2-5.
Yeah, Erwin Shire was just saying to Sindhu, don't have to overhit, just play around the net.
Yeah, that's what he was saying actually in the break still. It just, you know,
there you go.
Block it there, keep her moving, just absorb that. Keep the speed of movement up and hit that big cross attack in a more patient sort of fashion. You've got to build it to get the chance.
6-2. Sindhu.
Well, prior to today, she has played 4 top 20 players, including the likes of Kaloyana Nalbantova, that was at the European Championships, lost 14-12, and An Se-young at the Olympics last year, 15-11. I mean, these are respectable scores. She took Supanida to 3 at the Swiss Open as well. That was earlier this year.
4-6.
So she's, as you say, there's a lot there to look forward to. Goes wide there, PV Sindhu. Well, Nalbantova's fought back quite nicely here. And only a point of her opponent, within her opponent. After a very good start to the second game from Sindhu. Three in a row at the moment for Nalbantova. Good power again.
Over. 7-5.
Yeah, that's what Erwin Shah was calling for. That hard cross attack.
Don't walk off the court.
Build the rally first before really going for it. Such a weapon of Sindhu's. Just wide, I think.
Yeah, it is. Sindhu again now. Looking to get some distance.
Kaloyana, stay on court. Don't walk off the court.
Just trying to control proceedings a bit more here.
Nine, 5. Line judge, wipe the court, please.
Sindhu's record throughout her career after winning the first game, she goes on to win 72% of the time.
Thank you.
However,
Kaloyana, back on court.
that changes drastically in the year 2025.
Good backhand from Bulgarian. That's, what a shame.
5.
That was more like it. Earlier on, she was trying to snatch at those opportunities or half chances and not getting the success. I thought she did a good job there, Kaloyana.
Eleven, 5, interval.
Well, we go to the interval with things very different now from where we were earlier in the previous one. Sindhu leads by 6, having taken the first game as well.
Also, when you smash, cross is here, yeah? Okay, good, yeah? But sometimes it's to forehand here. For break that position, that's all. After that, control again, control. Yeah? If you leave, for sure already hard. Yeah, just simple again. Yeah, only like that. In front, if you want to net, don't go like this. Just push a little bit like that. Because sometimes you just go
Court 2,
like
20
dribble
seconds.
that. Yeah,
Court
okay,
2,
come on. Yeah.
20 seconds. Back on court. 11, 5. Play.
Well, I was telling you, we're going to have a challenge here from Nalbantova as we await that. I was telling you earlier that Sindhu, over careers, wins about 73–74% of her matches after taking the first game. In 2025, that drops by almost half, down to 38% of matches she wins after taking the first game. That is in.
Challenge unsuccessful. One challenge remaining.
Bobby, just goes back to what we were saying earlier about 2025 not being a great year for her. A lot of early exits, as we saw. But to win that first game, and then to only win less than 40%.
Yeah,
13.
I mean, conditions in certain arenas is a big key.
Sure.
There's a good and a bad end, and perhaps she's one of those players that, if she wins the toss, prefers to have a good start. So she's therefore more likely to win the opening game. But I must admit, I was a little worried that Sindhu's career was sort of on the real down, like decline almost, where she is now just into her 30s, and with all of her accolades, and you know, she's one of the richest sportswomen
in the world.
I didn't know whether the motivation was there. She's been, you know, she got married about a year ago. It's great to see that it clearly still is, though. She is still fighting hard.
Yeah. And she's up by a whopping 10 points now. This is where I think many fans on the street would have expected it to be, this sort of scoreline, but I think that would do Nalbantova a disservice, because she has played very, very well, particularly in that first game, where PV Sindhu was in serious danger of losing it. Had to save 2 game points. Yeah, it's nothing's just crumbling for her the right way, is it? Nalbantova. You know, in the previous game, that would have gone over. It's just not the case now. Forlorn, kind of bemused look on her now.
Yeah, the scoreline's actually quite surprising. To some extent, given what we watched in the first. Given who these two people are, perhaps not as surprising. Oh, off the floor, great net shot from Sindhu. I mean, we've said it earlier.
17-5.
She's still 19. I mean, Badminton Europe's Young Player of the Year, in fact, earlier this year, Nalbantova. And there is still that element of youth about her game.
It was interesting, she very recently said that she still has the hunger to win. I know I still have it in me. I want to be at the top, irrespective of my ranking at the moment.
Oh, that's a shame.
And she says she can't let it go that last Olympics. I think everything's done. I'll learn from my mistakes, come back stronger. As you said, the hunger is still there. Talking about her opponents as well, fighting and hungry, and rallies are getting longer, she says. On the day, anything can happen. Remember, China Open, she lost to her compatriot, Huda.
That's right, I remember that.
Number 30, where everyone thought she would be the overwhelming favourite here. PV Sindhu.
Couple of PV Sindhu fans down there, I think. It's been a great second game. Used the term earlier talking about a solid performance, and that's what we've seen here from Sindhu. How many mistakes have we seen from Sindhu, for example, in the second, versus how many have we seen from Nalbantova? Yeah. It's just, we haven't got a stat for it, but there's a definite feel for it, and I don't think PV Sindhu's really put a foot wrong.
Whopping 15 match points now for PV Sindhu.
Serve is over. 6-20.
Flashes of Nalbantova in the second game, who has sort of this air of resignation now about her. Well, you couldn't get two more contrasting games here. Nalbantova played out of her skin in the first game and had PV Sindhu on the ropes with 2 game points, couldn't convert. Sindhu, thanks to a 7-point run, rescuing that first game.
Match won by Pusarla,
really
Sindhu,
grabbed control of things in the second.
21-6.
And a potential banana skin missed.
Yeah, I think coaching has a lot to contribute here in this match for Sindhu. The style at which she was going about the first, I mean, it's their first meeting, so you can understand it. She doesn't know what to expect from Nalbantova, who put in a very positive performance in the first game. Just a little bit of youthful inexperience made her get rattled. I think in the future, if she was 3 years older and playing a 30-year-old Sindhu, I think she would have taken that opening game at least, and it might have been an entirely different match.
PV Sindhu then beats Kaloyana Nalbantova 23-21, 21-5. Up next, 21-6 rather. Joachim Oldorf of Finland takes on India's HS Pranoy. Oh, what a sight that is, isn't it? Paris with the Eiffel Tower and all those boulevards. Absolutely wonderful to behold, as are some of these scorelines here. PV Sindhu, a great match, especially that first game against